Why did an important figure in BTS's Jin life suddenly appear in Japan? Is there a secret that has been hidden for years? Is this a sign of something much bigger than we imagined? ARMY's world is shaken, and one question haunts everyone. Will BTS's future change forever? Jin's mother scene in Japan, a secret that can change everything? What exactly happened? What do you do when the world you believe in suddenly cracks? How does it feel when the person you've admired all your life keeps a secret so big, so shocking, that the world seems to stop spinning? Today, we're faced with a question we probably don't want to hear the answer to. What really happened to Jin's mother? And why was she seen in Japan under such suspicious circumstances? This meeting, which at first seemed like an ordinary coincidence, has now turned into a storm of controversy raging among the ARMY community around the world. An eyewitness reported seeing a woman who looked very much like Jin's mother, a figure who has rarely appeared in public at a small cafe on the outskirts of Kyoto. It is not alone. He was seen talking to someone, a strange man, with a serious expression. Even, according to witnesses, there were tears in his eyes secretly. Who is the mysterious man? Why did Jin's mother choose Japan, a country so close but at the same time full of bitter memories for many Korean idols? And the most haunting, what are they really talking about? As blurry photos began to spread in the online community, chaos began. The ARMY, which used to be so compact, is now divided. Some speculate that this is related to Jin's past. Others believe that this is part of something much darker, something that has been hidden for the sake of preserving the group's good name. Is this secret related to Jin's hiatus in the military? Is this about family? Or could it be about something more personal? Something that even the genie herself isn't ready to reveal to the world? Question after question haunts the air, suffocating the chest of anyone who loves the genie. What if this all leads to major changes that can no longer be reversed? What if, in the near future, this truth forces Jin to make a decision that will change BTS's future, maybe even end something we've been keeping together for years? Small voices began to appear in hidden forums. Some claim that Jin's mother was taking care of something related to the family inheritance. Others believe that the meeting was about protection, something related to a secret contract that bound Jin even before he joined Big Hit. Could this mean that the genie has been struggling with a much greater burden than we ever imagined? Could it be that tears are not just about sadness, but about a decision that must be made, a decision that will break the hearts of all of us? Tensions were further heightened when one of the agency's former staffers leaked that Jin had turned down an important call from abroad several years ago, citing very personal and painful reasons. Now, with the arrival of Jin's mother in Japan, the puzzle seems to have begun to find its pieces, one by one, forming a much more complicated and much more painful picture than we thought. What will happen if this secret is revealed? Is Love ARMY strong enough to withstand the coming storm? Or will the world in which we worship the Jin collapse in an instant? In the midst of this uncertainty, one thing is abundantly clear. This is not just about a mother's journey. It's about identity, about family, about the price one has to pay for a dream. It's about the genie, and about all of us who have put so much hope, love, and prayer into her. As the world holds its breath, waiting for an official explanation that never arrives, many of us begin to ask ourselves, how dare we hear the truth? And if the truth is too bitter to swallow, can we still love the genie in the same way as before? Some sources suggest that it may have to do with Jin's preparation for his post-military life, which is more complicated than what was revealed to the public. There are rumors of family obligations that have been postponed, obligations that, if not resolved, could have legal repercussions, even affecting Jin's further career. Is it possible that Jin has risked everything, even his own freedom, to stay by the ARMY's side? Another equally alarming issue is about the possibility of internal conflicts in his own family. Some fans speculated that the meeting in Japan may have been aimed at avoiding the spotlight of the Korean media, which is notorious for celebrity family scandals. However, the speculation that shook the most was the rumor of a hidden inheritance, something that could change Jin's status, perhaps even permanently separating him from the entertainment world. Does this mean Jin has to choose between family and career? Is this the end of a story that we believed would last forever? In silence, we all know, no bad news comes alone. And if these rumors are true, then we may be witnessing the beginning of the most dramatic change in BTS history, a change that will be remembered, both with tears and deep respect. As the night wore on and the news spread like unquenchable fire, one question hung heavy in the air. Are we ready to lose Jin, if it means she can finally find the peace she's been hiding behind her smile? Or could this be precisely the beginning of a new chapter? One in which Jin can finally live for himself, free from the demands of the world, free from the expectations that have bound him since he first set foot in this world. At the end of the day, one thing is certain. True love is about choosing to stay, even when the truth we hear breaks our hearts. And to the genie the star that has illuminated our world with her gentle and eternal light, do we not owe it to her to stay afloat, whatever secrets may be revealed, perhaps? In the end, it's not about losing. Probably, it's about letting him be himself. Probably, it is about love in its purest form, unconditional love, while the world is still trying to understand what happened in Kyoto, when the fog of uncertainty has not yet dissipated. The world is suddenly shocked by a short message sent by Jin himself through the Weverse. The message is simple, but it is precisely in its simplicity that the world seems to stop spinning. Sorry for making you worry. I'll explain everything when the time comes. One sentence, 1,000 questions. Why did Jin apologize? What is it really hiding? Why did he choose the word when the time comes? Does this mean that something is too heavy to reveal now? Is this a sign that a bigger storm is approaching? Army, who since yesterday did not sleep, instantly filled the virtual world with speculation, theories, tears, and prayers. Some try to be optimistic, convincing themselves that no matter what happens, they will remain on the side of the genie, but partly could not resist the fear that slowly turned into panic. Does this mean that Jin will leave the entertainment world? Does this mean BTS will lose the taehyung that has always been their emotional foundation? Just a few hours after Jin's message went viral, Big Hit finally released an official statement. But instead of calming, the statement made the world tremble even more. We understand the concerns about the news circulating. At present, we can confirm that Kim Seokjin's family is facing a very sensitive personal matter. We ask for the understanding of all parties. We ask for space and time so that all processes can proceed calmly. We will support Jin with everything we can. Please respect the privacy of him and his family. There is no clarification. There is no objection. There is no not true or just rumors. Instead, Big Hit admits that something is really going on, and that's enough to break the hearts of millions of people around the world. That night, Weverse was full of posts of hope, support, and words of love for Jin. But behind all that, there is a fear that is so real. The fear of losing. Fear that Jin's warm smile, his innocent little laugh, will soon become a memory that we can only keep in our hearts. Meanwhile, from Japan, other reports began to appear. Someone claims to see Jin's mother at a well-known law office in Osaka, accompanied by an internationally licensed lawyer. Could this have something to do with the inheritance dispute mentioned earlier? Or is it about something bigger, more secret about identity? The wildest theories began to develop. Some believe that Jin actually has family ties to important figures in Japan, something that has been hidden to avoid geopolitical controversy. Others speculate that Jin is preparing for a new life, away from the camera, where no one will be able to keep up. Does this mean that Jin will not return to the entertainment world after his military service ends? Do we have to learn to let go? Meanwhile, other BTS members remained silent, and statements, no comments, no signs as if they were all. They are also preparing for the inevitable. And the world? The world waits, with a heavy heart, with puffy eyes, with a soul that prays that whatever it is, the Jin will still be happy. Perhaps, in the end, this is the meaning of true love. Not about having, not about keeping, but about letting go, with trembling hands, with falling tears, but with a heart full of love. Are we ready to let go of Jin if it means he can find peace? Or is this all just the beginning of a new, more beautiful, more honest, freer story? One in which the genie, for the first time, can live for herself?